Bust my buffers. On the island of Sodor, there are lots of engines. Some are steamies, some are diesels. Sometimes diesels and steamies are not the best of friends, but they all want to be really useful. One morning, Gordon was dropping passengers at Brendam Docks. Diesel Harry and Bert were shunting coal trucks. They clanged and banged loudly. That made Gordon grumpy.
Out of my way! Express coming through!
That made Diesel devious.
Out of my way! Flatbed coming through!
You think you're so grand.
But you're not!
Gordon glared at the diesels.
I am Gordon. I am blue and grand. You are smelly diesels. You are yellow and stripy. Yellow and stripy is not grand.
Gordon sniffed snootily. Then he whooshed forward grandly, straight into Diesel's flatbed. Gordon's buffer was bent.
Oh, the indignity.
The diesels chuckled and chortled. Then the dock manager arrived.
Gordon, you must deliver some engine parts to the diesel works.
Gordon grunted. The diesels giggled.
Then you are to pick up more passengers here at the docks.
So Gordon was uncoupled from the express. Later, Gordon steamed snootily into the diesel works.
Engine parts coming through.
Gordon was far too busy being snooty to see the truck on the tracks in front of him. Gordon hit the truck with a smash and a bash. With a clang and a clatter, Gordon's buffer crashed onto the tracks.
Bust my buffers!
Den and Dart were surprised.
I don't think that was meant to happen.
What he means is, you need fixing. We'll fix you.
Gordon was surprised.
Diesels can't fix a steamy. That's impossible. Only steamies fix steamies. I must puff away. My pistons still pump and my wheels still whir. Goodbye.
And Gordon steamed away without a buffer. But outside the diesel works, Gordon met Mavis.
Oh my, Gordon! Whatever has happened to your buffer? You can't puff on without a buffer. It's not safe.
Gordon tried to grin.
I'm sure I'll be safe, Mavis.
No, you won't, Gordon. Chuff back at once. Den and Dart will fix you in no time.
Gordon didn't want to chuff back, but Mavis was stern.
Very well, Mavis.
And Gordon huffed back to Den and Dart.
We thought you'd be back.
We found just what you need.
Follow us!
Gordon grunted.
Come along, Gordon.
So Gordon did as he was told. In the shed, Den and Dart whirred with pride.
This is your new buffer.
What he means is, it'll be your buffer while we fix your old one.
Gordon stuttered and stammered. There was a yellow and black stripy diesel buffer.
This is for diesels. It's good.
It's grand.
It's a buffer.
Gordon groaned.
Oh, the indignity.
Don't be silly, Gordon. Goodbye.
Gordon huffed huffily.
I was right. Diesels cannot fix steamies. I must go.
And Gordon steamed quickly away. But outside the diesel works, Gordon met Salty.
Howdy-do, me hearty. Huh? Shiver me axles. You've no buffer. That'll never do.
Gordon groaned.
I'll be fine.
An engine's not an engine without a buffer. Them's the rules of the railway. Chuff back quick, me hearty.
So Gordon grumped grumpily and chuffed back to Den and Dart. They were waiting with Gordon's new buffer.
It's ready.
Just for you.
Gordon shuddered and juddered.
Oh, the indignity.
Later, Gordon huffed huffily away to the docks to pick up his waiting passengers. The yellow and black buffer was bold and bright and very like a diesel.
I shall pick up my passengers faster than fast. I hope the docks are quiet. Then no other engines will see me.
But the docks weren't quiet. They were busy. There were lots of engines to see Gordon with his yellow and black stripy diesel buffer. Diesel clattered over.
Honking horns, Gordon. You're Gordon the Diesel now.
Gordon felt terrible.
I'm not Grand Gordon. I'm yellow and stripy. I am Gordon the Diesel.
Thomas puffed over.
What's the matter, Gordon?
My buffer fell off at the diesel works. Den and Dart gave me this while they fix my bright, shiny, steamy buffer.
Thomas was surprised.
Bubbling boilers, Gordon. I didn't know diesels could fix steamies. That buffer means you can still chuff and puff.
That made Gordon stop huffing.
Bust my buffers. You're right.
And Gordon puffed slowly away with his passengers. Gordon clickety-clacked along the tracks. Now everyone could see Gordon with his yellow and black diesel buffer. But Gordon didn't feel silly anymore. He was happy to be seen.
I have been fixed by the diesels. I am safe. I am Gordon, and I can still pull the express.
Hooray for Gordon and the Diesels! Hooray!
Gordon smiled.
Yes, indeed. Hooray for me! And hooray for the diesels!
At last, Gordon puffed into the diesel works. He had dropped off his passengers, and everyone had cheered his yellow and black stripy diesel buffer. Den and Dart were waiting with Gordon's bright, shiny, steamy buffer.
You won't have to run away anymore.
What he means is, we fixed your buffer.
Gordon smiled his very best smile. Den and Dart were surprised.
I was silly, and maybe just a little snooty, to think diesels can't fix steamies. You can, and you have. We are, I see now, all engines together. What's he saying?
Dunno.
I'm saying thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
And you're always welcome here, Gordon. Buffer or no buffer.
And that made Gordon the Grand very happy.